Welcome to Dogbyte Games Off the Road. Here we are on Islands landmass as you start out every time you go to Islands landmass. This is version 1.5 or up, and there have been some new features added to the game. You might notice right away a very bright colored vehicle here. My Urus. Yes, it's done up in purple. No, you do not get one of these yourself. Dogbyte Games did not impose one of these upon every player of the game. I have the chance to choose whatever color I would like for my game among a small collection of options, and I chose purple. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to what this video is going to feature. There's a message off to the right side of the screen in white print. It says Mastery Task. Finish 42 transport challenges. I've got 8 of 42 done. That can be displayed when you're doing challenges. Now, before we go there, I'd like to show you where this challenge is because it is the easiest and quickest transport challenge to do in the whole game, so you can master that task as quickly as possible. I'm a little green dot in the center of the map there. There's a cup right behind the dot. If I tap that cup, it will display where exactly this challenge is and a little information about it. I'll tap that again just in case it was too quick for you, so you can locate it yourself when you need to do a transport challenge and want to get there as quickly as possible. Now, how about we go to the garage because I'd like to show you some additional information in here. If I tap the message saying transport challenge, so many of them, this board will come up, and it comes up for all the other tasks, and you can see what the other tasks for this vehicle are by just tapping the number to get there. Such as to get to 4 to 5, I tap the 5. There's also another button on this screen. It says untracked task. If I tap that, that will turn off that white message that was on the right side of the board, and now it says track task, so I'll turn that on and it will display that message while we're playing the game whenever there is a task to be accomplished for whatever vehicle. So let's go back in here. Let's drive into the circle and hit the start button for the challenge. You'll notice there's an arrow up top. It shows Rex and it says 2 underneath it. On the other side of the arrow, there was an indicator for the distance to the closest wreck, which was 88 meters. Wow, that's a long distance to go. I don't know. You think you can handle it? Now I've changed the camera angle here so you can try to watch me pull that wreck into the circle. That is not necessary when you're doing the mission, the challenge yourself. It's just something I'm going to show to try to make this video a little more informative. Now, the second wreck was approximately 185 meters from the delivery circle. You notice if you look around, every direction is up. So this wreck is down in a hole. Fortunately, my Urus here is a very good hauler. Not all vehicles are. So I'm going to go back up the embankment I used to get there and haul my wreck out. You'll notice it came out no problem at all. I'll change the camera back so I can see where I'm going. Yeah, there was a problem when I got him over the hill. He bumped into a utility pole. Slowed me up a bit. With a good hauling vehicle, this mission can be accomplished in approximately a minute. If you don't run into any obstacles, and you just hit the repeat and go at it again. Now that's why you need that message off on the right side of the screen. We don't have that turned on to be displayed. When you finish 42 challenges, you won't know about it because the game won't tell you. The message for completing 42 challenges will not display while you're doing a challenge. You notice I didn't have the camera pointing back to watch me deliver the vehicle into the delivery circle. Also, with that delivery circle being on a flat surface, I find it tends to work much better than some other delivery circles. Some of the other delivery circles for the destination, if they're on a hill or something, sometimes when you haul your product into it, it doesn't go so well. Sometimes you have to drag it through many times. Yeah, that's about as efficient as you're supposed to do that mission. That should have taken around a minute. I'm going to call that done. I'm going to go again to the garage and get another vehicle. We're going to go look at all vehicles because I'm not going to pick a truck for this one. I'm going to be using a small vehicle. It's not designated as a truck in the classification of vehicles. I'm going to pick a very weak vehicle. The Carry does not have this come up as a challenge to do. However, the Ranger does. I've also done this one up in one of the custom paints that are available. And I have completely gotten this one unlocked as far as I can go at this time. The next task has not come up yet. It will probably come up in a future upgrade to the game. As you can see here, the other challenges are, go back to 3, finish 20 transport challenges. I'm going to turn off tracking because I don't have to use it because I've already done the task with this vehicle. This is just for demonstration purposes, but I'd like to show you something else about this vehicle. Please note the upgrade levels. There is no feature of this vehicle that has been completely upgraded. It is one of the starter vehicles. It is a weak vehicle, and it is not completely upgraded. I'm going to do this mission with a very weak vehicle to show you what some of the differences might be. Might be just a little bit slower hauling them in the tarmac here. Now, there's another thing about this mission here that comes in handy. I didn't point it out earlier because I was using a very strong truck. There's a garage right along the mission route or challenge route. It's a good idea to take a vehicle that is not a very good hauler and get him fixed up every time you drive into this hole to haul. You got a second wreck out. I do not want to drive into the tree. I do not want to haul my wreck into that tree. I am going to look for the least embankment to haul the wreck out of. And how about we confirm the wreck is back there? The wreck is back there. It's not even good hauling them up the grade of the roadway. That's how weak this vehicle is. Actually, it's so weak. With the Urus, it can be done in approximately a minute. With this vehicle, if you don't run into any obstacles, it takes a minute and a half, which is still quicker than any other vehicle will do any other transport challenge. I'm going to repeat this with this vehicle again. Oops. easy to drive when you can see where you're going. But I figured just the camera angle there might show you a little more what's going on. Into the garage, make sure he's in the best shape he can be. Now there's another thing with this little pit, that little tree bush I keep running over. You try to hook up your wreck through that tray, quite often it will not work. The tree will interfere with trying to throw a winch line onto the hook. Did not that time, but many times it will. So it's usually a good idea to try not to use a cam angle where that tree is between you and the hook you want to attach to. Yeah, this is slow with this vehicle. He is definitely underpowered. Okay, we're going to call that one done. I'm going to go get another vehicle. You know what? Let's go get a great big truck. What do you think? Another great big truck? We just did the Urus. How about the Z? Yeah, this is the Z. Looks like a great big truck, doesn't it? Surprise you. I'm going to go take it out for, yes, it does have the transport challenge too. But I'm not going to put the message up for the Z. I'm going to go open the board. Let's start the mission up with the Z. You might have noticed he had a little trouble getting up to speed. I think he's over, his gearing's probably not low enough. His brakes didn't seem to be that good when we got there. Well, we got one wreck into place. Let's go look for the other one, which is always in the same location anyway. There's no mystery about this. Okay, we'll tap the hook. We got a hook line on him. Now, here's where it really gets in. The Z. It's a great big truck, isn't it? That looks like one great big truck to you. Oh, it actually worked better than it does most times. Usually it's a struggle to haul the wreck out of the pit. I'm going to have to repeat this to see whether it's a struggle next time. My video is not going as planned, so I'll hit repeat. We'll do two challenges with each of the three vehicles. Well, it's hardly worth me trying to change the camera angle there to help you out and be able to see the wreck being delivered. I missed by a smidgen, and I'm going to fix this guy up. You might be asking why I'm going to do that, but I don't think this is going to go as well as the last one did. It usually doesn't go that well. It looks like he's struggling just a bit. Well, that went better than anticipated. You know what, I'm not going to keep repeating this until I get a mission that actually does not go well, where he gets stuck in the pit with the wreck. You're going to have to trust me, or when you do the wreck transports with the Z yourself, find that out. You might notice I have the sun wheels on there. It's about the only other customization besides maybe the hood ornamentation that I have done with this vehicle and the side step. And there's not a whole lot of options with the Z. And your Z could quite likely look somewhat similar, although you could easily pick some other paint color rather than the factory job that I've chosen. So I'm going to call that a video and hope it helps you out in doing the transport challenge when it becomes available.